Who would win of the week this week is Freezie Pops versus Push Pops. It's a pop battle. It's about to pop off.
It's about to pop off.
I'll pull these up. You go ahead.
So here's the thing. And we're not going to discuss it on the air because we already discussed it.
We might discuss it a little bit, but
I referenced this earlier. The thought process behind what I was saying, because while we were figuring out this matchup, one of the contenders, one of the honorable mentions, as we say, was a Rocket Pop
versus a Push Pop versus a Freezie Pop.
And what I said was, I think and again, let's talk. We'll get it. We'll talk about wording and phrasing and whatnot. I said, I think a push up. They're called push ups. Pop. Dude, what's happening?
Oh yeah, they are called push ups. Flintstone push up.
Why did we call them push pops our whole life?
Well, there's that candy that's called a push pop, so we might have just been confused.
All right, push ups.
Yeah, push ups.
All right, so back to where I was going with this. I said that I think the consistency of a Freezie Pop is closer to that of a push pop than a Rocket Pop. And you were like, a push pop sherbet, dude, a push pop sherbet. I understand a push pop is sherbet. I'm not talking about what it is. I'm not talking about sherbet versus icy versus pop. So it's not what I'm getting into. I'm saying that directly out of the freezer, push pop is very, very hard. But it quickly becomes a little bit more malleable. There's some squish to it, you know? That's the consistency of a push pop. Being a sherbet, which I am not disagreeing with, is that it's a little bit malleable. It still holds its shape when you put a push up. It still holds its shape when you push it up, but you could like squeeze it a little bit. If you were to squeeze a Rocket Pop, it would either not squeeze or it would like break and crumble.
Well, don't you think that, and again, this is not the battle. This is not the discussion. But
I know, but
don't you think that the Freezie Pop's ability to do that, as you claim, has to do with the delivery system, the container that it's in, that wrapper? Maybe. Okay.
But that doesn't matter. It still means the consistency of it, the malleability of it, the is still more similar to that of a push-up than a Rocket Pop.
Okay. I know that this I know we're moving on from this. I just want to say on the record that I do disagree with you. And I guess that's all I have to say. The people.
But think about what I'm saying when it comes to
I totally hear you.
Take the push-up out of it. Take you have a Rocket Pop in your hand out of the wrapper.
Yeah.
And then you have a push pop in your hand. A push pop, or not a push pop, a Freezie Pop.
Yeah.
In the plastic sleeve.
Okay.
Let's say they were out of the freezer for, 4 minutes, and a child was getting ready to eat them both. A Freezie Pop, if you were to squeeze it, is almost going to act
while it's in
like,
the wrapper?
Yes. Is almost going to act like one of those like old.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like
the
rubber things.
Toy things.
A Rocket Pop in the wrapper or out of a wrapper, because I guess we can keep it in the wrapper. But if you squeeze it, is going to be hard until it gets to the point where you're just going to like break and crumble it. Because again, I made the comparison that a Freezie Pop is more like a slushie, and you were like, well, if you were to mash up a Rocket Pop, it would be more like a slushie too.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I think it would be more like, if you mash up a Rocket Pop, it would be more like shaved, like lemon ice.
I hear you.
That's not what a Freezie Pop is.
No.
So again, my comparison is, this was the chart I made earlier. This is the graph I made. Rocket Pop, Freezie Pop, push-up, popsicle. A push-up popsicle and a Freezie Pop are closer in similarity than a Rocket Pop and a Freezie Pop.
Okay,
You disagree with me.
I do disagree with you. I just think a Freezie Pop and a Rocket Pop, those are both like basically ice, where they're ice. They're ice. They're frozen water. They're both
different.
popsicles in the classical
No,
sense.
no.
They're both frozen
But they're
flavored
different
water.
they're different kinds of
But
ice.
they're
because,
but they're way more similar.
But it has. That's what
But
I'm
they're way
trying
more
to get out of your
similar
head. Is it
than
has
any of
nothing
these
to
are.
do with the sherbet portion of it. You're hung up on the fact that a push up is sherbet.
Well,
it has nothing
only
to do
because
with it being
well,
sherbet.
Well, I gotta disagree on that as well, man.
Because I'm not talking about what it's made of or what it tastes like.
No, neither am I.
But you're letting that cloud your judgment.
We're just experiencing the same thing differently.
No,
it's just Matthew,
I cannot agree to.
You
agree
don't
with
have
that.
to. You don't have to. But that's what's happening. A popsicle.
Can I ask you a question?
Popsicles. I just want to try and get this out real quick, and then absolutely, I would love the question.
But a Freezie Pop is not a traditional popsicle.
Word, heard. But a Freezie Pop is water that is frozen. A Rocket Pop is water that is frozen. A Push Pop is sherbet that is frozen. And that's a difference. And that's why that's the difference. That's why a Rocket Pop and a Freezie Pop are more similar. They are. I wish we had the examples here. We don't have the technology, the availability to get that done today. But maybe sometime we will have to do this because I don't want to tell you this. But you're wrong. Fuck. I hate to say it, dude, but you just are. You're just wrong. And I hope that look, I wish I was wrong. I would love to be wrong. But, oh, Jesus Christ. He found something online. That corroborates his fucking way of being. He's in his he's in his bubble. Go ahead. This is a full-length fucking episode now, by the way. It was supposed to be 30 minutes. It was supposed to be back-to-back
within
shorties.
Rocket Pops, a blend of plant-based gums is used to give the ice a smooth texture and help it melt more slowly. It's not just water and ice, buddy. And that's why a Freezie Pop, being water and ice with some high fructose corn syrup, maybe a little fruit juice, is more closely related to a fucking push-up than it is a Rocket Pop.
Listen.
That is factual. I just fact the fuck out of you, Andy. You cannot deny the facts.
If anything,
that would make no. It doesn't.
If anything, a Rocket Pop is closer to both of these things than they are to each other.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
And then we'll get into the battle.
Okay.
Do you have Freezie Pops, Rocket Pops, or push-ups in your freezer right now?
I do.
Which one?
I have Rocket Pops.
Why?
None of your business. I'm not
Well,
saying.
this is perfect because we're actually not talking about Rocket Pops right now. We're talking about Freezie Pops and push-ups.
Yeah.
So you don't have any push-ups or Freezie Pops in your freezer right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just curious.
No,
I happen to have Freezie Pops in my freezer right now,
Yeah.
so I feel like
But
that makes me a little bit more of the expert in this exact situation. You can speak to Rocket Pops as much as you want, but I'm gonna ask you a favor as the expert on the situation to keep the words Freezie Pop out of your fucking mouth. How about that? As the expert, I'm politely asking you. When's the last time you consumed a Freezie Pop? I know when the last time you consumed a Push Pop was, or Push Up, because we had them here.
And I've had them since then. But yeah, I've had a Push Pop relatively recently. And a Freezie Pop, I love them. I wish it'd been less time, but yeah, it's been a minute since I've had the Freezie Pop. Overall, I would say this is my least favorite 52 minutes of my life since I was a wee lad. I've just, for me, it's that push up. It's that push up. We're just experiencing time differently, brother.
Okay.
I don't even know where to start.
I
with
do.
This fight.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
please take this.
Because here's the biggest difference between the two.
Yeah.
And this counts because it is important. A push pop.
Push up.
A push up.
We got to
sorry.
remember the right name.
A push up popsicle, sherbet pop. A push up sherbet popsicle comes in almost like what I would consider like a fast food cup.
It's cardboard. It's
like
cardboard.
a mighty, yes, that is, resistant until it's not. And once you start eating it, especially once it starts melting, like the sides of that little cup start to quickly deteriorate.
It gets soggy.
It gets
very
really
soggy and really gross.
Freezie Pop, all plastic, baby. Microplastics in your veins all day long, okay? The difference in this fight has nothing to do truly with the actual consistency of the popsicle or the sherbet, like some dumbass over here in purple
I disagree with that.
It has entirely to do with the packaging, because most people think, oh, Push Pop has a stick. That's a deadly weapon. Not against the plastic of the Freezie Pop, because the plastic of a Freezie Pop is damn near indestructible. We all know that. I mean, you could go through 3, 4, 5, maybe even 7 pairs of scissors through a summer just trying to open Freezie Pops.
No, I agree. Freezie Pop has the built-in armor with that wrapper. If you take it out of that wrapper and smash it, I think you could smash those pieces to smithereens, but the fact is it's in the container, and this is about survivability. This is about who's going to outlast the other. And Freezie Pop, while I'm in the middle of a sentence, because of Freezie Pop, while I'm in the middle of a sentence, you want to? Because of
Can I ask a question when you're done?
No, just go.
No,
just ask it.
I'm not
I don't even know where the fuck I was going. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
I'm not going to say a word until you finish.
Because of Freezie Pop.
Dude, we're not doing a second episode.
Man,
we can't.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Dude, we're not doing it.
We have to. We can do it.
No, we can't.
Let me take a pee break. And
we're not doing it.
Fastest episode. We have to. A Freezie Pop.
We're not doing a second episode.
Pop.
We'll cut something up. You'll get something.
Pop. No, please don't make me do that. That's gonna suck so bad. A Freezie Pop.
Well, Mister, I clicked the buttons. Now doesn't want to fucking.
I don't want to. I clicked the buttons
job.
out of necessity. I don't want to click the buttons. I hate buttons. Freezie Pop is like it lives inside of its mold. You know what I mean? And sherbet is not the push up is never going to be able to maintain its shape.
Well, this was going to be my question is, let's say these two are fighting, because you'd have to assume if they're running into each other, it's a nice warm summer day.
Mm-hmm.
All a Freezie Pop has to do is stand by and wait, because a Push Pop's shell, its container, will not hold it if it unfreezes.
And part of a Freezie Pop,
you don't even have to freeze them.
It lives on in its own juices.
When you buy a Freezie Pop at the store,
you can just drink
lukewarm.
I still like it cold.
No, I know, but I'm saying like they're not even frozen.
I wouldn't say
you buy the big bag, and they're just like liquid.
That's part of the Freezie Pop is its liquid state. Yeah.
So to me, I mean, again, it's the packaging, it's the durability, it's the ability to last in the elements. Like, again, if you're the Freezie Pop, not that this is how you want the fight to go, but you just got to keep your distance. You got to stay at an arm's length from the push-up, and you just got to wait it out.
And clearly the Freezie Pop is leaner. It has the ability to do that. Boom, no problem.
I'm taking Freezie Pop.
I'm taking Freezie Pop, too. I love Freezie Pop.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week? Freezie Pop versus Push Up, the sherbet popsicle. Think Flintstones, folks.
Think Flintstones. Hey, think Flintstones.